remix. Y'all know what time it is. It's another Sunday.
Legendary day.
We live.
You done know.
We in the building.
We live.
It's the motherfucking Jones Hour.
You ready?
Right? To the right of me.
Tom.
It's good you already know.
And to the left of me.
Joe.
2 times.
Joe. We born to die.
Jonesy 2 times.
To the super right. Oh, we go to cross?
Going across.
Yeah. In the building.
In acid. And we got an extra guest today, man. Bringing the applause. Someone that supported us from day one. Someone that's heavy on the calling. If you ever listen to the streaming of the podcast on Google, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, and Spotify.
All the places.
The one and only. Charles Pops Jones.
And y'all.
Choo Trey.
Live. Live.
Word,
In
what?
the flesh.
Word up, man. From the West Coast to the East Coast.
It warms my heart.
We're here now. We're here now.
It warms my heart.
Word. Come full circle. Pops, what's going on, man? How you doing, man?
I'm good, son. How's it going? Thank you for having me on the show.
Word. Welcome.
Thank you for blessing us.
Kush, Ant.
Mr. Jones, it's a pleasure.
Always.
Word.
On
Welcome
camera.
back to the East Coast.
So they know it's real.
You know, we do a little
It's not a hologram.
Sammy Sosa shit or something. You know what I'm saying? You know? Welcome back to the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? Born and bred, you know, still getting that money in Cali and shit like that. But, you know, you here, man. It's always a pleasure, man. Like, thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm so hyped to be here. It's ridiculous. This is the highlight of my trip, no doubt.
Facts.
Definitely
You
something
know what?
long overdue, but I'm finally happy it's here.
I ain't even mad at it. Shout out early on the IG. Follow the live on Instagram and YouTube, the Jones Hour.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned next week for some exciting new news from us.
Mm-hmm.
But how y'all been?
What it do?
Yeah, how you good? How you doing, Chris?
My guy.
You already know.
All right, man. You know, doing the do.
Doing the
As Mountain do would do.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk that shit.
Doing the do.
Word
How about
up.
you, man?
I've been on vacation. It was my birthday. Kid done turned 40, 40. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boo. It was her birthday yesterday.
Oh!
You know, baby T. You know what I'm saying? Baby girl T. Know what I mean? Shout out to you, boo.
Happy birthday.
Yep. So it's been a festive week. You know
This
what I'm
is
saying?
T.
My
Jones.
pops here, my birthday.
It's
Like,
lovely.
what more
It's good
could I ask
vibes.
for? You know what I'm
I
saying?
know. A Bentley.
It's a beautiful day.
The fam got together yesterday.
You know?
Oh, beautiful.
Fact. Shout out to my aunt. You know what I'm saying? On that Jersey vibe. Shout out to the siblings and all the little cousins that were
Cross the river there, boy.
Word up. Talk that shit.
Through the tunnel.
Screw the tunnel.
So I think we need to start as we approach the playoffs, the NBA. Playoffs. I want to go through these West numbers again. Like we kind of covered it last week, but there was still some games left.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're getting more down to the nitty gritty in terms of what we're seeing. The standings to shape out.
Yeah, we said it last week that this is going to be an important week, and this episode will be where we could actually see more things set in stone.
Facts. So. I mean, it looks like. Well, let's get the Nuggets and Grizzlies out of the way. They've already clinched, and the Kings is not too far behind that because if the Grizzlies clinched at 46 wins, the Kings have 45. They got 2 more losses, but it's in due time. Another win or 2 and they're locked in. But then when you look at the 4 seed, Suns is 39 and 35. The Clippers and the Warriors is 39 and 36.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling a little CeeLo right
CeeLo,
there.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Then you got 3 teams at the 7, 8, 9, all at 500 at 37 and 37 with the Timberwolves, Lakers, and Pelicans. And then you round it out 9 Thunder 36 and 38, which is only a game behind those 500 teams with Dallas at the same at the 11. And even the 12, the Jazz at 35 and 39. I mean, there's still enough games left. You know, we have about 8 games left to really make a splash. First question. Outside looking in, Mavs, Jazz, they the 11, 12. Do any of them make it to the play-in? Mavs or the Jazz?
You're asking me? I go. No, but who you starting with is what I'm saying. Yeah, Mavs. I say Mavs because with Luka coming back and all that, they're obviously like that's their push. That's what they're gonna push for. You know what I mean? Because if there was like that, they won't keep Luka out for the rest of the 8 games. You know what I mean? They're obviously trying to make that push to get into that play-in.
Yeah, but just to add to that, you know, there's been some rumblings of like of like some talk of like of maybe Kyrie and Luka not a good fit for each other. You know, where they're both ball dominant players.
Like you and I talked about this before. I mean, there's only one ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, I don't think that Luka should be having the ball all the time. I think I think it should. I come from an era that I think the point guard should be a point guard. We shouldn't have a point forward, or in some cases, I even think it might be point centers. Look at Denver. Yeah. But somebody has to be able to get that ball to someone else, and I don't see, there's a reason why Brunson left.
Yeah, word.
I just want to say, I just feel like that's a separate thing though. From what you asked, because I'm saying because I agree.
I think it's but to answer your question, I think
they're the ones that would make that push for the play. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just to stay on base. But I also agree. Yeah, I mean, you see them on the court. I mean, it's when they were on the court together because they kind of didn't have that too many games together because they've both been hurt a little bit.
Exactly.
It is a little awkward. But it's a weird awkward because they're both beautiful to watch still. You know what I mean? Like in terms of their talent, but it's like, how are you going to mesh? Right. You know what I mean? This is and that's a valid point. Brunson left for a reason. Yeah. He was like, nah, I can't do this here, man. It's not the style I mean,
he definitely played somewhat of a backup role where he probably feels like he could be the lead man like he is now for the Knicks. But I agree with you guys in terms of the Mavericks being the ones to make it.
If they make it, if they make it. Because the only space there that I think that can't make it is the Lakers, only because of the issue with LeBron. If LeBron is still hurt, I saw the Knicks play the Lakers the other day, and that team just looked completely different without him. And you can't go that long of a stretch without him.
And
I think it'll definitely cause an effect. But Russell and AD been balling. You know what I'm saying? And they're 2 good enough players. If they could get it cohesively, even with this kid Reeves that's been going off lately, I mean, a flow is a flow.
Yeah,
and that could happen.
And the Lakers is a team just like I feel like they're in the same boat with the Mavs, trying to do that kind of push. LeBron is trying to make that come because I don't think he wants to take another summer off like he did. You know what I mean? I think that shit hurt him, and he don't. He knows the team that he's in, and I think he's going to try to make this push for this final. What you said? 7 games they got, 8 games left to try to get into that playing spot, man, and solidify it. 37-37. They're tied with the Pelicans. You just brought the Thunder, the Mavs, and the Jazz all in the same boat. 2 games difference of each other, right? Between wins. Out of those, between the Lakers, Pelicans, Thunder, Mavs, Jazz, the 2 teams I see making the biggest push would be the Lakers and Mavs.
I don't think the Jazz will make it, and I think it really comes down to the strength of the schedule. I think it comes down to
that's true too.
Because if you're playing at home, or you're a better home team or away team, who are playing?
Are you playing teams that are tanking already in a sense, like Hornets? You know what I mean? Like those kind of teams. So that does.
But all right, let's be real though. Even some of those teams that are tanking, you you can't necessarily sleep on them because the reality comes to it is that like some of those players are getting their first ever real chance to get some significant burn in a game, and they're gonna try to go off. They don't care that you're trying to make the playoffs. They're gonna try to have the best game of their life. They're calling their family and everything.
Can I add to that?
You know what I'm saying?
Can I add to that? What
Go
you're
ahead.
saying? Especially if there's something that's like if they win and they can knock you out or bring you down a seeding, oh, they'll play for that shit.
Why not?
So
without a doubt.
So I agree, but in the sense of what we're doing here, just basically going like if we were to go through it and go win loss game, you know what I mean? You would have to count like Rockets, Hornets. You have to say, okay, that we have to call that as a win. You know what I mean? Hopefully, obviously anything can happen, but and don't sleep, like you said, especially at the end of the season. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, actually, forget it. I'll talk about it in a second.
I mean, I think the other thing is that out of the other 4 teams, Minnesota, Lakers, the Pelicans, and OKC, if we're saying that the Mavs can go up, then which one of those 4 go down?
Actually, I was about to say that.
I say the Pelicans.
I don't say the Pelicans. I see 2 other teams. I say the Timberwolves and the Thunder. I think the Timberwolves could fall off if Anthony Edwards is continuing to going to be missing time for that little ankle injury that he got. You know, so if he's not there,
little ankle.
It's a weird little ankle.
No, I'm only saying that because like I have him on fantasy, and every day is game time decision, and then it's out. It's game time decision, and then it's out.
GTD.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's trying to come back, and then he's testing it out, but then he's saying he's not ready. So
or is he just fucking with the Timberwolves, saying "fuck you out, man"?
I mean,
send me to New York.
I mean, I don't know.
I know.
And then the Thunder, the only reason why I say about the Thunder is like the Thunder, I really feel like they only really have Shea, you know, and they are a younger team, and they're more likely to probably fumble the bag when we think about it in terms of what Luka's done already, where we've seen him in like big game situations, and Kyrie also for that matter.
Yeah, Shea has been the only consistent. Tier 1, tier 2 player on that team. So
he's.
If
I agree with the OKC one
because if he slips a little bit, they're done. You know what I mean?
I still think that I am not a Lakers fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I just don't. I'm sorry if LeBron doesn't come back. And even when LeBron comes back, I mean you made a good point. That mesh, the idea of having people be able to play together. I don't know. Or it'll be interesting though.
If LeBron comes back,
right, because they still haven't, right? They don't.
No. I got him on fantasy. They saying he's close, but like for example, let's look at what they got left, right? Because you're talking about strength. Say LeBron does come back, not in the next game. Well, all right. So they're going back to back against the Bulls. Then they have the Timberwolves, Rockets, Jazz, Clippers,
Minnesota,
Suns. Jazz.
Some tough teams.
That's some tough teams, man. So, you know what?
Suns is probably.
I can't knock that feeling.
Suns
That's
probably
have a tough road.
If Durant comes back, if Durant comes back and LeBron is not there, that's an L.
Yeah,
that's an L.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think then you also look at the standings.
If Durant's not there, D-Book will give him that work, man. Fuck that. That's still might be by the.
And even with the Mavs, they gotta play. They gotta play the Pacers, which is they should beat the Pacers. But then they play the 76ers after that. And then the other games are the Heat, which are fighting. Right. The Hawks, which they're pretty much, they're somewhere in there. The Kings, the Bulls, and then they get a gimme with the Spurs. And you got a good point. The Spurs, can you imagine? You go in there. It's a Texas, all Texas, Super Bowl or whatever.
Matchup. Yeah.
And if the Spurs are completely out of it, and then now that they turn around and like, this is our chance to knock these motherfuckers out. And if we can knock them out, just like with the point that you said, some young kid in there like, oh,
it's my first time getting burned.
Right.
I'm going to 2021 or whatever.
Right.
They just signed me to a 10-day or whatever.
And I'm going crazy.
Why not?
I mean, look what happened with
How are you not?
Look at the Knicks last year with quickly, the last game of the season, last few games of the season.
Triple doubles.
And Toppin also.
Yeah.
Nah, it was crazy. But look what they just did with Chris
Toppin
Dunn.
dropping 35 and shit.
Yeah, they gave Chris Dunn a 10-day contract. He proved his worth. He dropped the decent numbers.
Yeah, I got him starting right now. Word up. All right, but it's gonna be crazy as we go through these last 8 games of the Western Conference. You already know. It's something to look at. Let's go through the East as we get into this Knicks and Dimes. You know what I'm saying?
Knicks and Dimes.
Sponsored by Just the Dimes. You know what I'm saying?
You got a Knicks?
For now. Thanks. But as we look at the Knicks and we look at the East first, we could already go through the top 3 that have already solidified their spot. which is the
Asterisk,
Bucks,
as we say.
Celtics, and Sixers. I mean, 4 games separate them. I don't know if any of them are playing each other, but that could actually, with the last 8 or 9 games, that could actually mix up if there's some losses here and there. But those 3 are definitely locked in the top 3 positions. Cavs with 47 wins, they're not too far behind. Knicks is no longer looking for the 4th spot. They're probably not going to be able to make that at all.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
But they still got to fight off the Heat and the Nets, who are a game and a half and two games back respectively. And I think we play the Heat. We also play the Cavs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we do.
These are big games for us. It's clear how valuable Jalen Brunson is because he comes back, we win 3 in a row, then he's out again, and then we take losses again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where we actually want to see more from like Quickly and shit like that. Some of that attitude that we seen from Randall and like the reaction at the end of the first half against Orlando, where he's yelling at the referee and then getting in Quickly's face and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, because they're so young, they do lack leadership. You know what I'm saying? Because I think if Randall was able to be the leader, knowing that Brunson is out, he would have been ahead to not even get that shit in his head.
Well, I think the issue is that he's not the leader. Brunson is. Mm-hmm. Brunson is our MVP. Brunson is the person it is. And anytime, this reminds me of him last year when he was just not, as soon as he has any kind of tension, he can't lead the team. Brunson, no matter how hard it gets, it seems like he's always under control. Right. Always.
I'm not going to say anything about Julius right now.
Oh, we know that shit.
I'm not. No, because I feel like it's being a dead horse. Y'all know my feelings because this is the exact reason. Mm-hmm. I told you, it's a mental thing.
You know what it is?
That's all it is.
I agree with you in terms of the mental thing, but it's like, it's kind of more than that after the fact where it's like, where we stand, what we're fighting for, where the position that we're in, way better than we was last season. You see that our leader is out. You're the next up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're the next leader in line. You're the next best player. You're supposed to be smarter than that when you got a bunch of young boys underneath you. And the young boys just trying to be like, yo, fuck that. Like, it's not that serious, dog. Like, keep it pushing. And you get in his face looking like you're trying to say, like, yo, why are you telling me what to do type shit? That's what it looked like. Mm-hmm. I don't know exactly what was said, but that's what it kind of looked like. Yo, why are you trying to tell me what to do? You're not on my level. You Emmanuel Quickly, and I'm Julius Randle.
So I agree with you. Typically, that's how you would hope that a person would think, going through, the situation you just explained. But once he said, fuck you to the New York crowd, that's it, bro. You knew it wasn't going to be there. Like, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not shocked. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. By seeing this, I'm like, nah, this is who he is. I knew it. I could see it. Right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's going to throw fits. He's going to do this, do that. And he's going to put up fucking numbers still. You know what I mean? He's still going to be our key. But to trust him into what we want to see our team being in terms of making a playoff push, you know what I mean? We ain't talking championships here. I ain't crazy, but a push. We want to see an improvement.
Listen. I mean, I know we're talking about the Knicks right now, and I know we started with the ideas of who's going to make the playoffs for the East. I think those 3 teams, which is obviously the Knicks, the Nets, and the Heats. I say the one team that only because of their schedule and because they're such a bad away team is Miami. Yeah. They got 6 games left, 4 of them on the road. They're under 500. They're 15-21
on the road.
On the road.
Yeah, 15-21.
15-21, and they're playing they're not playing trash.
No, man.
They're playing. The last game in March, they play No. The last game in March they play. Who they playing? Oh, January 1 month. They play the Raptors, which we all know they're the type of team that if you're not paying attention, they can do some damage to you.
I mean, let's be real. The Heat is one of those teams like you're full to sleep on them. When they went to the finals that year, what were they seeded? It wasn't hot. Yeah, you know what I mean? They have a coach and a system in which they play to make a push and a run. You know what I mean?
They play the Mavs at home, and it's the Mavs, so you never know what can happen. Then they play the Pistons, but again, going with your scenario, Brian, like you got some young kids in there. All of a sudden, they're gonna give them some burn, and they're like, "We're gonna do whatever we need." And this is, and it's in a home away game for them.
So, and I know you guys were saying like we got some important games coming up. Man, we kind of fumbled the important games. There were some winnable games that we fucking fumbled already.
Yeah,
the Timberwolves one, that was a fumble because you
Edwards
can't be
was
dropping.
already out.
And you can't be dropping that many points and losing. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like that's a
especially
W.
when a team that builds their whole fucking atmosphere on defense and shit.
Look, just like how you were saying about the young boys, you lost to the Magic, a team full of young people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? One of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league.
We lost back to both.
Yeah,
the Minnesota game, I get shit happens, but we shouldn't have lost to.
Not at least both of them.
No,
we had 2 games against Orlando. You should at least split.
You
let them love you.
You get what I'm saying?
I mean, Duke in the building, but you should have let that young boy run all up on you.
And now we have another one tomorrow against the Rockets. All right, let's try not to fumble that one
because Kenya Martin Jr. have the game in his life.
Right, go crazy. Fucking what's his name? Jalen Green. Fucking drop 40 and shit. Yeah. Hopefully,
career high. Of course, the Knicks.
And then after that, we're getting back to Heat, and just how you beautifully stated, you know what I mean, Mr. Jones, that the Heat, the Heat is no joke, bro. Like especially when they're in this mindset and how they're playing right now.
So who are the three? Who are those three that we think like which drops to number 7 between those three? I mean, I think the Knicks are solid in. I still believe that. Not because they're my Knicks, just because I think they can do it.
Honestly, I think it just stays the way it is. I think the Nets hold them off, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the Nets when they lost Durant and they lost Kyrie, they lost 2 big headaches, and they got a little core of players that were kind of big role players on other teams and understood how to be that. And now that they have similar roles to an increased level and shit like that, they're all really getting to flourish because it was probably playing those roles, but only for 10 to 15 minutes a game. Now they're playing those roles for 20 to 27 minutes a game or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So now they're getting more confidence, they're getting more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Dinwiddie is almost putting up a double every game.
Dinwiddie is a good
with the points and the assists. No, I know that, but he's definitely putting up those numbers. You know what I'm saying? And then you got other players on the team that they was able to pick up. Cam Johnson hitting big shots. He's been a mismatch for a lot of players because of the way he shoots. When he was on Phoenix. I could feel like it stays where it is because also with the Heat, with everything that you said in terms of their tough schedule, they did look like they had a little problems themselves. From what it was reported, little shit with Jimmy Butler and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll go as far as Jimmy Butler could carry them. I don't believe in Hero. I don't believe in
it's all Jimmy. It's all about
Duncan
Jimmy.
or whatever his name is.
It's all about Jimmy. I see the Nets and Heat flip flop in that seed. I can see the Heat coming up in the end of this, and the Nets going 7. And hopefully, obviously, I'm a little biased here. Hopefully, the Knicks stay 5, 5, 6, 7. It'll be Knicks.
I don't think we lose our spot. I don't think we lose our spot. I think we hold 5. I think we just hold 5, and that's it. Man. We're gonna play the Cavs. We're gonna get 3 home games against them motherfuckers, and hopefully we can steal one in Cleveland against Donovan, and walk away with it. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see what's gonna happen, man, because it's the most exciting time of basketball.
Yes, sir.
If you wasn't a fan of basketball.
Baloncesto?
You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't a fan of basketball, this is the time to really get into it. You know what I'm saying? Playoff basketball is intense, and you get big games and big shots and players step up. And it's what we wait the whole regular season for.
Yeah.
So
the one thing that I think I see here that is not the same, obviously, in the West, is that 11, 12,
They're out.
They're out.
Yeah.
So these top 10 are there.
Yeah.
In what order
Is
Up for debate, yeah.
You know, but it's not that, and I would tell you, it's not that much of a debate because Atlanta and Miami are 2 games. They're 2.5 games, 2 games in the loss column. I don't see that changing that much. You know, I think
unless one has an absurd.
But did you say Atlanta plays the Hawks? The Heat? Oh no, Hawks don't play the Heat. Right?
No. As a matter of fact, they do.
They do. So that's a big game.
Yeah, that's a huge
game. So the Hawks, you know, they control somewhat of that. You know, so it can change. That's what I'm saying. I feel like the Nets have one of the easiest schedules in remaining. That's what they said. The Nets. You know, I feel like they're gonna be able to, you know, just get more confidence in playing with each other. Pause. You know, as a team.
No, the Hawks. No, I mean that wrong. It's the Hawks plays the Nets.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hawks play the Nets. Oh, and that's big for them too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, same record.
Yeah. You know, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen.
It's also big for the Heat that game.
Plus, for us as a Knicks fan, we gotta stay 5. We drop it to 6 out, then we're 1 and done.
Yeah. The 5 spot is the only real spot
that we can make a push. Yeah.
Actually winning and going to the second round.
Yeah.
That's all I want to see, baby. I just want to see a push.
Hell yeah.
Push. You know?
Well, we couldn't do like the year two before that when we did shock everybody and Randall did get us to the 5 and we did play Atlanta and we thought we could beat them. You know, let's hope it doesn't go that way. You know,
that Trae Young, that shit was horrible.
Trae Young disrespected.
That shit was horrible.
There was viral videos outside the garden of how that shit went down.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That shit was not good.
No, it wasn't.
Facts. All right, but let's move on. Shift into baseball, Sesto. I think we got to get into some shout outs before we get into the local teams. Japan and Kush, your boy.
Shohei, Showtime. Ooh, my God.
Fire.
Yo, he's a specimen.
Yo, that boy is nasty.
That boy is special.
Yo, dog, like nobody's lifetime living right now. Has anybody ever seen that in baseball?
Not even close.
There's not one person that's ever watched baseball for the entire life living on this planet right now that is seeing what this man has been doing so far this season. Like,
I know there's not arguably, there's nothing to argue about.
Yeah, bro.
He's the best player in baseball.
Yo, he
far.
He touched 102 as a pitcher in the WBC. And then had like the second or third hardest hit baseball in WBC throughout the tournament.
I think we talked about it before. Like, in that tournament, now the conversation is Japan the best country as far as baseball?
Yes.
I gotta say, yes. And I'm Dominican.
And I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about just their overall players, how they play and stuff like that. Go ahead, Chris.
No, all I want to say is that if we're gonna put standards to this, right, and put like things on paper, the WBC is where we would rank ourselves, right? That's like how else are we gonna judge ourselves as entities, right? As countries, right? In terms of our players, it is a WBC. Look what Japan's done, bro. Since the WBC started, we got 3.
Tree man.
Well, yeah. So what can the rest of the world say? We can't say nothing. We just gotta do better.
I mean,
or better.
Considering as Brian said, being Dominican, as you can see with the Dominican hat right here with the flag and everything else, I'm disappointed with the Dominican team, and surprised, and same thing with the American team.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the Americans had a lineup. The thing that shocks us with the Japan shit is that we don't really know them dudes.
No, we don't.
You know what I'm saying? So they're legit sending like an all-star team, probably lineup of all their nicest players in whatever Japan League is the name of it, the Japan Baseball League. You know, and they're sending that over. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, we kind of did too. Yeah.
No, I know that, but they're better.
That's why I'm asking the question.
I don't know about that now.
We didn't say no.
Who's missing really? Judge
wasn't there.
He just signed a contract.
The starting pitchers that we have. half of the
Garrett
starting pitchers could have been in there.
I mean, the pitching I can give you. I can give you some of the
maybe
pitchers from
pitching,
America.
but
But I mean,
that's not how it
Aaron Judge was not going to make or break that lineup. Let's be
No.
serious.
I mean, they had good ball players, but
you had a crazy lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how the game ended between Japan and America, man. Like, that boy Shohei. Go ahead.
Can we just
go ahead? Talk that shit, dog.
What a beautiful moment, because us as baseball fans, we know you don't get that, right?
Facts.
Like you don't get your LeBron Kobe matchup. You know what I mean? You don't. That shit don't happen. Especially that these two dudes are on the same team and they're 1A, 1B respectively. You know what I mean? Arguably, like in the league, in our league, in MLB,
definitely arguably.
That was a fucking crazy moment, bro. You know what I mean? And Shohei showed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, but he was not scared.
Did you see the highlight?
Fastball.
Did you see the highlight?
Fastball. Nasty slider.
That shit is nasty. And we might have to green screen that clip. Like if you're seeing it right now and you get to break through it, that shit was nasty.
Crazy, bro. And that slider was like 98.
Woo.
No,
had that boy looking foolish.
Listen. The last person that you could even have a partial conversation was Babe Ruth that did something like this.
For real. And he kind of separated it though. He didn't really pitch and hit that long together. You know what I'm saying? It might have been only like a year or two. Then it was just just pitching.
Yeah, I mean, he did it for the longest. The reason he started up as a pitcher.
No. Yeah,
and he went to the outfield because they just like, he hits too much. We can't have him pitch every 3 or 4 days. It's because he can't hit. It didn't make any sense. Right. That was the reason. Because he was the last person to lead the league in home runs and in wins.
Yeah. But I gotta say this. I mean, all respect, like the Babe's a babe, but Ohtani's taking this to a different level. You know what I'm saying? No, because that is back in the day pitching. You know what I mean?
We're talking about fucking 1920s.
Yeah, and so we're talking about Ohtani fucking throwing 100 mile per hour sliders and also banging the 40 home runs. You know what I mean? Like,
that's OD.
Like that is like Babe Ruth fucking ×2 polished. You know what I mean? In a sense, like polished. Like here you go. Yeah. Here's 2023 fucking strength and conditioning. You know what I'm saying? Stop smoking the cigars. Stop chewing the tobacco. Get the women out the dugout.
Eating hot dogs and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Word, like
having
hungover
having a hot dog and a beer in the third inning and shit.
And go 3 for 4, fucking 6 RBIs and shit.
Gangsta shit.
He is amazing, and as far as when he struck out Trout, or whoever running for the American as far as WBC, they had a talk the next day, or maybe even that same night. It was like, this can't happen again. We need to figure this shit out. I think the question becomes: are they better, or did we just have the wrong players on the team?
I think they're better, because the only reason I say it is because they have past credentials. So we're going to say that they weren't better. Like that's just right now. But what about the past championships they got? The gold medals they got.
Not only that, man. Like, let's be real, bro. Like, we're talking about Japan here. When we look back, since like Hideo Nomo, was he in Japan? Okay. From Hideo Nomo on, which is like 95, it's like every more or less Japan player that came, like, great. We're talking about Matsui. We're talking about Ichiro. We're talking about some of these pitchers. You know what I mean? Yu Darvish. You know what I'm saying? Like,
even Ryu was nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they got, but there are a few that have come over that haven't done,
like a Rabu, Hideki Rabu.
Right.
He was like so.
Better
you know what I'm saying?
Better known as Boo.
Yeah, because you gotta understand too, man. Like
a lot of them are coming nice.
Yeah, and some nice ones choose to stay in Japan. Remember that too. They get paid a hell of a lot of money there. Only for certain reasons they want to make that trip and come over to the MLB. You know what I mean? Some of them are like, nah, I'd rather stay here with comfortability. You know what I mean? Like, only because, especially in Japan, like, it is that, like, most of them do have that quiet lifestyle, like, personality-wise, right? Like, look at Matsui. He would rather live here. I heard that on commercial. He would rather live here or some shit because if he's in Japan, he's a god, right? So everybody go trip. But he just wants to be simple and quiet. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it depends. A lot of their personality traits is like that. Look at Ichiro. You know what I mean? Similar personality type trait. Ohtani looks like he's a similar personality type trait like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I think in that aspect, I think you're correct because he came here, and out of all the teams you could go play for, With the Angels.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. The Angels. Seriously?
They trash.
You know what I'm saying?
They have arguably, like you said, 1A and 1B, and they haven't made the playoffs.
They can't build a team around fucking them. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
They
I
score 6 and give up 7.
That does, you know.
But
I
listen,
understand.
in saying that though, my point was just think about the nice players that we probably haven't seen that because they're like, nah, I want to stay here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For the opposite person, like, nah, they love me here. I get fucking free food. You know what I mean? Free hotel. I get paid, and they're comfortable. It's their culture.
I think that. I think
Imagine who we didn't see.
I think it still comes back to, is that lineup the best lineup? Because just to switch off a little bit, when you had the dream team, and then we had some other issues, and they had, what was the movie, the documentary when Kobe was on the redemption team.
Redeem team.
Yeah, the redemption team. And it wasn't the idea that the Americans didn't have better players. It was the idea of who really needed to be on that team and play in a certain way. I would tell you that this might be the same thing for baseball. Who really needs to be on that team to play a certain way?
Man,
do you need all stars, or do you need do you need somebody that can play defensively on certain things? I don't know. I think it's interesting to think about it.
I mean,
No,
look,
go ahead.
I just want to sound off real quick. First base, Pete Alonso. Shortstop, Tim Anderson. Nolan Arenado.
Shortstop, Tim Anderson. No, shortstop was Trey Turner.
Trey Turner. Why the fuck is Tim Anderson here?
He was probably done.
Yeah, he was probably whatever. Something probably happened there. Mookie Betts. We got Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt. Just because it's not in order. Higashioka. That's your boy, right? Jeff McNeil. Jeff McNeil. Cedric Moreland. Kyle Schwarber. Real Muto. Mike Trout. Trey Turner. Yep. Who are you going to replace him that didn't play? You know what I'm trying to say? There's probably 1 or 2 players probably in there. A lot more pitchers I could see because they got fucking Adorgino in there and shit. Yeah. You could probably replace him.
Definitely pitching because you know
but,
how it is in the beginning of the season. Pitching is always more advanced than hitting. That timing to try to be able to hit, And like I said, half of the Met starting lineup could have been out there, and they would have been good as far as their pitchers are concerned.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just I just feel like the people that you could replace in terms of, the also putting a better lineup in there, hypothetically, it's like, I'm not it's not a big jump off. I think we did put out
I think they pulled out some of that. When you have Betts and who's
breaking news. Breaking news.
What?
LeBron James is healthy.
Oh.
He's back. Fantasy. I'm putting him in.
Set your lineup. Set your lineup right now.
Right now.
Because you need it.
Sorry, guys.
Drop somebody.
Sorry.
Take them off the IL. So, I'm not really, like I was saying, I'm not really sold on that, as it being a legitimate excuse as to why they didn't win. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I said, Japan is nicer. They breed these players. They go just as hard as VR and whatnot for their teams and for their players and bringing them up, you know what I'm saying, to be professional ready, In reality, in America, baseball is the third sport. Football and basketball have already exceeded baseball, and let's be real. That's why they're trying to do so much to try to get back into contention, because it's not the pastime no more. It used to be the pastime where you get a game, $5 game, you're sitting in the bleachers, you get a hot dog and a beer, you with your kids, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a memory, it's a beautiful time, and it's cheap. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it's not the same like that. Baseball falls by the waistline. There's not too many stadiums that are selling out every game.
I think they still have the one thing that they have is that they don't. There's no other competition when they're playing. It's not like basketball is playing. There's no football. There's no hockey. So they have the stage to themselves. And in some states, they play baseball 24. 24 hours a day. They literally, Florida, California, they play all the time. Texas, yeah.
Yeah. But we'll see what that
was. I just almost. Holy shit! Sorry, guys.
Let's get into these local teams. You wanna start with the Mets and the Yankees?
Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.
Got
Let's
him.
go Yankees.
Got him. You heard that?
Let's go Yankees.
He said, "Let's go Yankees."
Sure.
Like you were cheering for them.
Sure.
Get that drop, Ant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we
So
got him.
That's fun.
We
What?
got him.
Do we not put that Subway World Series bet in all the time?
But still.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go Yankees. I'll see y'all. See y'all in October.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with the Yankees.
Let's do it.
Another injury with Severino.
Yo,
He's
I'm
out
so-
now.
can I ask you about that? How do you guys feel about that? I'm sorry. I need to know
You know
true
what?
feelings here.
Here's what it is. One, I'm kind of like not too mad with it because it's April that is happening, and it's not like it's August. Even though it can still happen in August,
September.
but it's something that we might be able to deal with now and recover from later on in the season. So that's why it's not too bad for me, but it's not really a good start. However, there is a part of me that is like, okay, even though it's a lot of our pitchers that's hurt, man, this kid Volpe is killing.
Mhm.
And man, do I want him to fucking play and make the roster and be the starting whatever second baseman or shortstop or whatever we do. Like I don't care that Gleyber is hitting home runs or whatever he's doing. I don't care about any of the other players. Like I really want this kid on our team. So it's like if these injuries is kind of like the outliner to be like, all right, well, we need roster spots, we need to do this, we need to do that. Let's bring this kid up. You know what I'm saying? And let's trade Gleyber to get some pitching, like immediately. Amen.
Mhm.
That's how I feel.
I something I echo the same thing. I think the reality is that now that they have somebody, or they have a bunch of players that can play second and short, because with all this we haven't even talked about LeMahieu.
Yeah.
With all this other stuff, you haven't talked about LeMahieu because IKF is gone. I don't give a shit what anyone says. They're gonna trade him, give him up for a bag of donuts. I don't know what they're gonna do for him, but he's not gonna be on the team. I don't see him making it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how you don't start Volpe. I just don't see it.
And
And
go ahead.
he can be a legit leadoff hitter, which we haven't had
Facts.
one
Gardner.
in a minute. The closest thing to it.
Yeah, because Gardner might not have been a true leadoff.
True leadoff. Yeah, he was just doing his thing.
Jeter was more like a true leadoff, and he usually used to bat second.
Yeah, because Knobloch used to start when Knobloch was there.
Well,
But a lot of times Jeter, they penciled him in the beginning because he can hit. He on base, steal a
he was
base.
a situational hitter.
Mhm.
For every situation, he knew what to do.
He was a baseball player.
Talk that shit. Wow, pushing him. Two of them.
So you got if you put him. I mean, ideally, I agree with you. You trade Gleyber.
Mm-hmm.
You get a pitcher or a really good left fielder. Even though right now I'm not sure we even need that. Because Cabrera is doing his thing and he's looking good.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put trade Gleyber, you put Volpe at short at second, put the other Ozzy at short, and you could listen. You can
And you
move
gotta-
Donaldson and put LeMahieu at third.
Yeah, Donaldson got to go, though. Donaldson's another one I got to go.
I think you guys paid him too much, right?
Yeah, I know.
That's a situation.
I'm ready to let him walk. I feel like he's eating a roster
Bye.
spot. I feel like he's eating a roster spot.
Bye.
Let's do a little settlement, bro.
How old is he?
I know he's got to be in his
36, 37.
Oh, he's a baby to me, but still. Because I'm an OG, my nigga. I just touched 40.
That's when you start look.
I just touched 40.
That when you start looking at baseball and other sports, you're like, "Fuck, I'm older than everybody
I've
else
been
on the
doing
team
that
right
shit for a
now."
long time now. I've been doing that shit. I'm older than LeBron. I'm older than so many of these old players that are like, you wouldn't even believe it. Like, I'm older than them. I'm so mad.
I get to the point that before it was players, now I look at who's making the Hall of Fame, and I'm older than too.
That's gonna be the next step for me. That's gonna be the next
Wow.
step. Like, damn. When I start seeing all these guys make the Hall of Fame, and I was like, what? I'm older than them. Why am I not in the Hall of Fame? You know what I'm saying? Hall of Fame is something. But back to the Yankees and shit like that and the injuries. I think that's kind of like the way they gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can never have too much pitching. Obviously, that the '90s team had tons of pitching all the time. It seemed like they could pick up somebody. Even those '70 teams had great pitching.
Right.
They just had a lot of pitching. They just no matter what. You know, there was a pitcher that they had named Dick Tidrow. If you look him up. Tidrow was a monster, and he started and he could come out of the pen also. You know, Sparky Lyle. Just we're not even going down that route, but I don't know what you do now because you got to get rid of Playboy.
Got to. That's a hot take.
He's the accessible part.
Yeah.
He's the accessible.
He still has 1 year of control. He makes no money, right?
He's a solid player.
Right. He's in the top 10 of second baseman. I think he's ranked 5th or 6th. So that's what MLB has him at. You can get something solid for him. Something that you really need. Not some, you know what I'm saying? And again, with all the stuff we're talking about, we haven't even mentioned LeMahieu. LeMahieu's there.
Yeah. Cole had some good outings in the spring, though. So he's looking like he's going to be in good position starting the season, you know. So that's going to be our opening day, you know. But there's still, like I said, it's good that we're having it early, and it's good maybe that we're going to be able to give some of these young cats a start, you know what I'm saying, to fill in a role and get a chance and be our everyday starter. I think that's what we really need to look for and happening as we get closer to opening day and then getting into April and May, you know.
Facts.
What about the Mets?
Well,
how you feeling, man?
Well, I mean, Edwin Diaz, we already know. That's obviously something we're going to have to tackle, but it's not an easy fix. You can't find a replacement for that caliber of player. You know what I mean? Especially with the aspirations that we hope to have this year. So,
facts.
We're fishing right now. We're just going to go with who we have. Our relievers, Vladimiro and this other dude, Henderson. And and see if we can maybe pick up somebody, whether in trade or just
the only thing that I was happy about was the insurance, the fact that we can use the money that
I don't care about money no more, Steve Cohen.
No, I know that.
That was the last thing on my worry list. Who gives a fuck if we get that money back or not? Because it's that caliber type of talent, man.
That boy got billions.
Yeah, man.
He doesn't care either.
He doesn't care, bro.
He's just dropping. It's like
he'll spend $500 million on Ohtani. Believe that.
I mean, real talk. If there's anybody that's going to do it right now and money is not an issue,
it's him.
It's him.
He could do it. I'd be happy for the Mets if they did that, bro. I'd be hating a little bit in the background, like, damn, come to New York, but chose the Mets, like, fuck. But I ain't mad at you, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, I'd be a little bit hating, like jealous, like, damn, like this motherfucker.
If Ohtani comes, he can't wear 17. That might be a deal breaker.
He'll wear 71.
Let me tell you something. If it was 17 and whoever has 17,
Hernandez.
Oh, true.
He's retired.
That's true.
Last year.
I forgot all about that.
It's my guy.
71.
71. He just said it. Yeah. He said, flip it,
71,
motherfucker. 71. You better hit 71 homers, baby.
71.
He might.
No, I know. But, yeah. Steve Cohen is that. Yeah. And to your point, I'm not worried about. I mean, yeah. Sure. We got
any other normal team? I would tell you, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he is what George was.
Yeah.
For the Yankees. As far as Steinbrenner.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I just hope it brings out a chip. Like, I'm not even mad at that. Like, obviously,
we hope so too.
Yankees first, but for me personally,
I don't hate the Mets. It's not like I mean, they're rivals with us, but
it's only like a hometown rivalry. It's not really like we have like this history of rivalry like amongst us. I mean, ever since the interleague played, I guess you could state that. You know what I'm saying? From 2000 on, more or less.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't
throwing that Piazza and shit.
Yeah.
We was at that game.
Yeah, we were at that game.
We were at that game.
We were at that game.
When Clemens hit Piazza in the head, he was at that game.
Crazy.
Fights broke out.
Hell yeah.
Like, right after that happened, fights broke out. Like
at that time, they used to still have the security guards with the yellow jackets.
Okay. Yeah.
And where we were sitting, all of a sudden, you see the yellow jackets just running all around the stadium because everyone was just dropping and getting into it.
Like Met fans got tight that we threw at him, and Yankee fans was probably like, "Yo, yeah, go fuck yourself."
I mean, if we fucking throw at Jeter's or some shit,
that's a fact. Yeah, because that was definitely our best player at that time.
That's crazy.
And rocked him in the head.
Yeah.
Fell, everything.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
No, the whole stadium. Just one
like,
big,
shit. Like, it was an echo of his shit at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
That shit was
crazy.
fire. We was at that game, Dad.
Just to bring it all back to the Mets, man. There's really not much. I'm just a few disappointments. I'm disappointed Alvarez hasn't, shown out how I thought or expected him to show out. That's our catcher. So we actually were kind of weak in that position a little bit, because we were hoping that he was going to take a next step, offensively, because that was our weakest, position hitting last year for the past couple of years.
I mean,
And we
I
were
don't.
hoping-
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just talking about just my disappointments before the season starts, and they sent Brett Beatty down. He didn't make the.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah, he didn't make it. I just read it, so that's sad.
I'm surprised.
Well, I'm surprised too. Like I said, I mean, I don't know if there's other reasonings for it, but if it's just performance-wise, I mean, he wasn't performing like Volpe, I give you that, but he was doing all right. You know what I mean? He did better than Alvarez. So
I thought they were gonna keep him.
I thought so too, man, and that was those are just my disappointments. I was hoping that, at least hopefully two of them, but definitely one out of the two of them. But seeing that neither of them, yeah, that sucks. But let's see, man. We still got a great team.
Yeah, no.
Like we still got a freaking
I
great
agree.
team.
I agree.
Baseball is not like any other sport.
It's long,
It's
bro.
162
It's a
games.
marathon, not a sprint.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's not even a marathon. I would tell you it's a triathlon. That shit is fucking
Facts.
long.
Facts. Because they break
What?
it down into 60s and shit.
What the fuck?
You're going to win 60, you're going to lose 60, and then all the games in between,
And you know,
that's what's going to make or break you.
Yeah.
now that I live in
Like,
Cali,
like it's impossible to not win more than 60 games, not win at least 60 games and lose more than 60 games. Like, there's times where, teams get to 58, 50 something, 40 something. Like, that's horrible. You know what I'm saying? But those are like the bottom of the bottom. But more or less, that's like the average.
living in Cali and knowing how hot it can get in August and stuff like that. But let's be honest, out here on this side of the world, it gets hot and humid. So even when it's fucking 87
It's
degrees,
nasty.
that humidity got you, and you got to play baseball
Gutty.
in that shit?
Beru.
Ooh, Lord.
Beru.
It's a lot of fucking.
Ooh.
It's a lot of fucking stuff right there. I don't even know what
That's
to
a
tell
good
you.
drop, too.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord.
Lord.
I like that.
I think that at this point right now that it's just a lot of games between both of them. Whatever injuries they have, the only team that I think they could fuck with the Mets, and I just think it's more mental than anything else, is those fucking Braves. It seems like any time that the Mets are supposed to clinch something and it has to do with the Braves, shit.
Another thing that I'm a little scared of. Well, scared is probably the wrong word, but worried. You saw what Trey Turner's doing in the WBC? He's a fucking Philly.
Yeah, Phillies.
Yeah.
And they got the other boy, who's a nice boy on their team.
Nah, they got
Harper.
they're fucking
Harper.
squatted, bro.
Yeah.
They
No,
are
but
squatted.
isn't he still hurt though?
No, man.
Is he back?
I think he's coming
I don't know
back.
if he's hurt or back, but I mean, just them two, like that's
I
a
thought he was
crazy
coming back.
like 2, 3, 3, 4, whatever is gonna be in the lineup.
Listen,
That's
I
scary.
if I'm the Mets, I don't know.
Our
It seems
division
like,
is not weak, bro.
as far as
Our
Yankees,
divisions make a run.
as far as the Yankees, I'll be honest with you, I'm not worried about anybody in that division.
Nah.
A little bit Toronto, but I'm not losing sleep.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
feel like they could.
I
they
lose
could
sleep
be a
with Atlanta.
wild
I
card.
lose sleep with fucking Philly.
Yeah.
Fuck the Marlins. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, oh man.
And look at what
And
happened
fuck
last year
Washington,
with Atlanta with the Mets when they played San Diego. They had no. I still don't understand how San Diego won that shit.
Facts.
Don't understand.
Word.
I'm very sad.
But
Kyle
I don't know how
Schwarber,
many
Bryce
more
Harper.
what's today's date? The 26th. When does the season start? 31st?
No, I think Thursday. Oh, so that is 31st. The 30th.
30th.
Thursday.
All right. So we got 4 days. T-minus 4 days, man. Looking forward to it. Baseball season.
Wait, whoop.
It's here now. Let's go Mets. Let's go
Go
Yankees. I guess let's not go Braves.
Yeah.
And let's not go
Fuck the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Always fuck the Red
Always
Sox.
fuck the Red
always-
Sox.
Yeah. Now football season, just to go into it. Not the season, just real quick with Rodgers. Over under, he signs to the Jets by April 1st. Yes or no? Over under. Over?
Yeah, because that boy don't. He probably still be in the dark somewhere because he's not.
Word. Kush, how you
Yo.
feel?
What's your name?
Before we
April
go to
1st.
that,
No,
Kevin,
I got 3 days.
Some isolation
So-
chamber somewhere.
Right.
What's the first date? Over.
how many of us have been in the dark for that long period
All right,
of time?
He was sad.
I think this year's I think it used to be April 15th. I think it's April 18th this year, the cutoff for the taxes. April 18th, he comes through for the tax season, right on time, last minute. Yes or no?
Yes.
Before that, or after that?
Oh, before that.
Before April 18th.
I think before April
And
18th.
you too.
Yeah. He's gonna be. Yeah, come on, it's New York, man.
I think
They
he's,
gonna say I'm trying to get taxes,
I'm
man.
going to over on both of them. I think he's gonna hold out to like June 2nd.
Wow.
I'm thinking it's not gonna get done. They're gonna be completely handcuffed. They're gonna really, maybe there's a piece of him that really wants to kind of look out for Green Bay and his departure and shit like that, and try to like make the Jets desperate. Where it's like, now you got to give up a first rounder. You know what I'm saying? Because
Well-
you have no alternative unless it's gonna be Zach Wilson, which is
With-
gonna be another wash season if you do that.
With
I'm sorry.
No, you're
just some of this is gonna come down to the issue of the draft.
Yeah.
So it's gotta be before.
The 27th, right?
But because that was my point. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because with your mentality, if he
Uh-huh.
was wanting to help out Green Bay,
Uh-huh.
he wants to get that done before the draft so they get that first round pick. Because
Uh-huh.
the Jets are not going to be in this situation next year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Presumably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because let's be honest, they're giving up a number one no
Yeah,
matter what.
Right. So
They're
if
giving up a number
Whether it's
one.
next year, this year, or the
So-
next year.
So the highest number one that Green Bay could probably get is this year's right now. At this point, in terms of where you at in terms of first round, right?
Right. And I think some of their better players,
April
like
27th.
I would not be shocked. I think some of the conversations that they're having right now is like, who from the Jets, like, fine, we'll give you a draft choices and stuff like that, but we want sauce. We need a defensive back, and we
So
want
give him
sauce.
honey mustard.
I'm
You know
just
what I'm
saying.
saying? You ain't getting sauce. You
Nah.
want sauce?
If I'm the Jets, I'm not giving up Sauce or Breeze. Those two young boys, I'm keeping, and I think everybody else is expecting.
I think the Jets go because
or Wilson.
yeah.
I'm not giving up those three.
I think the holdup is the Jets Green Bay over this pick. I think that's the real holdup. I think Aaron Rodgers really has nothing to do with this part about it. I think it's just them arguing of how they're going to deal with this first round pick out. Because I don't think the Jets, obviously they're trying to keep it. You know what I mean? But this is the pick that I think Green Bay wants. I think that's why they're butting heads at the moment. Why we're in a hold. But if and when this gets done, that's around that stage, the draft. Around the draft.
Yeah, they got to do it.
Yeah.
They got to do it before.
Yeah.
And that's why I believe it's got to be before.
Mhm.
Well, we'll see, bro. Because
But that shit
I
June.
can't see that.
That's not gonna happen.
Mm.
In June, then
What?
he's in Green Bay.
Yeah, all right. He's eating cheddar.
Either that or he's in the fucking dark again or some shit.
Just doing fucking
He's
ayahuasca.
retired. He's retired by then. All right, man. So that's enough for the sports rundown.
Word.
Kush, 2-2-20, 3-pick.
Oh yeah, ha ha ha! Parlay of the week.
Oh,
Let's
break
do
it
it.
down.
3-game NBA parlay of the week.
It's good you already know.
It's a Monday game. Obviously, we do this so we give you guys time because we know there's a little delay from some people watching the video, right?
Yep.
So a Monday pick. I'll take the Dallas Mavericks, the Philadelphia Sixers, 76ers, and the Warriors, all on the money line. 3-game parlay, and you get that at plus 594.
Who are they playing?
They are playing. The Mavericks are playing the Pacers.
That's a good
The
game.
Sixers are playing the Nuggets.
That's a good game.
That is. Warriors playing the Wolves.
Oh, 3 real good big
Yeah.
games.
Just
That's
a
a
little
good one.
insight. I know the Warriors suck away, but the Wolves are playing them at home. I think they'll take that out.
Yeah.
And I think Embiid is trying to prove a point against Jokic.
All right.
I am the captain now.
All right. Well, 3 picks is in. Kush with his, phenomenal betting expertise coming through.
I am the captain now.
I'm gonna start making some bets too.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start doing it, and
Well, y'all wait. Y'all
yeah,
stay
man.
tuned.
it's gonna be fire. But I think it's now that time. Amanda Jones, you already know.
Joe, we gonna die.
You already know.
Yeah, that was a mix of
I was just like, okay.
Jones, we born to die. That's what it was.
Yeah, but
It's
I
Jones,
could,
you already
I
know.
could throw the you already know it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
It's
No
Kush,
problem.
you already know.
It's all right. But this is
The Jones quiz.
Dun, dun, dun.
We all try to do a show too. We all try to do a different show too.
Ba, 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 da, ba, ba.
All right.
Thanks, Sam.
Yo,
That was great.
I just gotta say, we are real current with our fucking game show tunes right there. That was
Yeah,
all like 1950 show tunes and shit.
Yeah. I don't even know. But we here. Again, shout out to the one and only Charles Pops Jones in the motherfucking building, rocking with us.
Thank you.
The Jones Hour, our #1 supporter. Happy for you to be here. But
Of course.
it is the battle of the Joneses.
Mm-hmm.
And it is me versus you.
Isn't it ironic that you have an 8, I have an 80?
I know, because you that old.
Damn.
Straight up. Oh.
I had to say that. You know what I'm saying? Get you out of your game. Get you a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
flustered or something. You know what I'm saying?
And for anyone who doesn't know,
Jones here.
this is a Shockey jersey.
That is
Okay? Real talk.
Red Shockey official throwback.
That's it.
I like it. So are we ready?
Oh, we ready, man.
Are we ready?
Are we going to tell the audience what's supposed to happen?
Yeah, man.
Christian Ann is going to break it down
All
as
right.
we're going through the questions.
So, we will give you two a question. I think we have 4. We have 4? We have 4 questions. These questions have multiple answers.
Let me get that pencil.
Okay.
3 and a tiebreaker. I'm keeping the
Oh, you
score.
got
Yeah,
the
yes,
score.
keep
Okay,
score.
good.
Okay.
Let's go.
And we do have a tiebreaker if need be. Hopefully, we won't get there because it'll be interesting. Okay.
But
We
I
don't
hope
need
it
to
is.
get there because I'm going to bust his ass.
Oh,
There is an asterisk to this. There are 2 set of questions that have bonus points available,
Oh,
which means there's an extra if you know it. You know what I mean? You get the extra point. You know what I mean? Cool.
well, you inform us when those questions are on.
Yeah. No, of course. You guys.
I'm ready.
We'll walk you through.
I'm ready.
Let's start. I feel like I should not be here. Can you guys read? No glasses. No glasses. Go look over
I
there.
mean, I got the 2020.
See, when was the last time you got somebody on your show with glasses up at this bitch?
I got the 2020. I'll turn my back to you talking.
I can't see. Don't worry about it.
I can't see me.
So, we'll start with an easy one.
Okay.
Okay. Tom Brady
Okay.
has 7 Super Bowl wins.
Mm-hmm.
He has played 6 teams. Name me the teams. Start with Jones.
That he's won.
Yes. 1.
Kansas City.
Good point.
Alright.
Oh, we just go back and
Yep,
forth?
just back and forth.
Oh, Atlanta.
Yep.
The Rams.
Yep.
How much are we down? How much we got?
That's 3.
That's 3. So you got 3 left.
Trying to remember the other one.
That's the boy. Yeah. I might have to ask for a clock soon.
Brian got the Rams, so that's 2 of those.
Yeah, because they played them twice.
They
So
played
that
them
was the
twice.
asterisk. He has
They beat
7
beat
rings.
the Rams twice.
Yeah.
Can't remember the other one.
We should start a clock.
Yes. Count 30 seconds.
You got a timer? I'll do it. Timer. Stopwatch. Start.
Can't remember.
All right.
Oh,
Pass
it in.
pressure.
All right. Well,
How many seconds you
hold
got?
on. I'll let him know. You have 15 seconds left before it will be past the Jones.
5, 4.
No, those are you guys are counting real quick. You
Yeah,
need Mississippi's and shit.
my bad.
You have 2 seconds. All right, we'll pass.
I want to say it. I'm not 100% on this. I want to say Carolina.
Panthers,
Yeah.
yeah. You beat them once.
Yes.
Oh.
It's gonna flip back to you, Mr. Jones.
Oh no, I think we could just end it there.
No, we got a couple more.
Yeah, because it's a point system. So at the, you know what I mean?
Oh, so until we both don't
Yeah,
have.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You guys got to finish out the answers.
So how many do we have right now?
4.
Yeah, 4
There's
down.
gonna be 5.
No.
There's 6.
If there's
So
6.
there's 2 more left.
When
All
you
right,
said,
and
when
you're
you said
winning.
the Rams,
You're
that-
winning
they were the
3-1.
twofer. The Rams were the twofer that he played.
But it was only 1 point for me though.
Yeah.
Yes, for the Rams.
All right, cool. I gotta start thinking.
I'm trying to think.
I want to start the time.
I know who we lost against. That's for sure.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
Yeah. Shall I let this go? What, a minute?
Minute, all right.
Only because we gave them time before, and then we started the timer. So now I feel like we should just start a minute for
There's
everybody.
2 more teams, gentlemen.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think.
Those points are up for grabs.
And you said this was easy.
I pass. Go ahead.
All right, Jonesy.
Put my clock on.
Here we go.
Seattle.
Yay!
Very
Another
nice.
point up.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I had to just start running through the teams in my head.
Mm-hmm. How many we got left?
1.
One.
Mr. Jones, you want to take another rip?
Or you want
Yeah,
to just
thinking.
So we're narrowed down. You want to go through the list that we have already?
Yeah, we went through we got Chiefs, Seahawks, the Panthers,
And the Rams.
and the Rams,
And Atlanta.
and Atlanta. And there's one more team that he beat.
I ain't got it. I can't remember.
Jones, this is
The
with
only thing
him.
I
This is
I can't
him.
believe if
Yeah.
I'm wrong or right. I was gonna say Green Bay.
So here's the thing: if you both can't go, then it ends.
Yeah. I was
So
gonna say
you're-
Green Bay.
You was gonna say Green Bay, so
Yeah.
we ended here.
It's
Yeah.
not Green Bay. When they played against them,
No, but Green Bay won, right?
Green Bay won.
But that wasn't.
And
that wasn't
it
Green
wasn't, it was when he wasn't playing yet.
Bay. Yeah. What was the last team?
Eagles.
They beat the Eagles. Oh,
Oh,
McNabb.
Donovan McNabb.
Eagles.
Right. That's
And I was
right.
thinking the Eagles as a W.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
that
that
was-
was tricky.
That was
Yeah.
good. I
That
like
was
it.
good.
You like that, right?
I like it.
Okay.
I like
Pat
it.
her back.
So now, what's the score?
He has a tally.
It's 4-1 right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you only got 1 point out. I'm
Gotcha.
sorry, Mr. Jones, but
Gotcha.
hopefully you can make this up.
Let's see.
Let's
All
go,
right.
next one.
So now this is when
These
the
are
bonus
double.
points.
Yeah, these are bonus point
Don't read.
rounds.
I can't even see.
All right, get out of here, Jones.
I'm not looking.
All right, so what
Let's do
You
the
can ask me
baseball.
first.
baseball?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say. So we're gonna. This is a baseball question.
Okay,
Okay.
give Mr. Jones the opportunity to catch
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
with
definitely.
this.
This round has the extra points. So Yankee players with MVP awards.
Multiple.
Okay.
It's
Multiple MVP
Multiple
awards?
Yes.
MVP Yankees. Now, we need you to say the name, and for the extra point, tell me how many. We started with you?
No, it's not with him.
No, I'm saying we did last round. We started with you?
Was it?
Yeah, I think I did. We'll start with you this round.
Well, the first one that pops in my head is Joey.
Okay.
And
So I think he has 3.
There you go.
That's 3. That's 2 points. Oh, so you can catch up quick.
It's
Ooh.
the Yankees.
It's on you, brother.
Yeah, no. Hold on.
No,
Multiple.
multiple.
I'm gonna say Mickey Mantle.
Okay. How many does he have?
If you want to go for the extra.
He got 2.
No.
No,
How many? Does
Wait,
he
wait,
have?
wait, wait.
you can steal it.
He's got 3.
He's got
Hey, so
Same
one
thing.
Jones,
3. 1 and 1.
1 and
Alright,
1.
so man, your turn.
Oh,
Oh, wait, how many is there total? Do we know? How many Yankee players got multiple MVPs?
Sure.
You can give it
I
a
can
Can
tell
I
you.
at least get that?
Right? Is that?
Yeah,
is that
go
fair?
for it, yeah.
1, 2, 6.
6. And just to be clear, it's MVPs with the Yankees.
With the Yankees,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. With
And
the
they have
Yankees.
multiple.
multiple. So they've done it with the Yankees more than once.
I got another one. Hopefully he don't say it. Go ahead.
It's gotta be Joe D.
Okay. How many?
2.
You got
Steal.
5.
Okay.
Go back to
He
me.
just gets 1. No, that's it. You just get the 1 point.
Oh,
He has
okay.
3.
3. Damn.
Story of him.
Fuck.
Yeah, because I think when I looked at him, it was like one of them was like either years later or like years before, and then he like doubled up. Yeah, bang bang.
Damn. I don't even know if this is right. If I get it right, I'm eliminated. I mean, if I get it wrong, I'm eliminated, or I'll get
No,
another
it
chance.
goes
No,
back.
it'll be
It'll
passed.
just- All right.
It'll be passed.
All right. So I'm gonna say Roger Maris.
That's on there.
Uh-huh.
How many?
He got 2.
Yep.
There you go.
Gangsta.
Got 2 points there.
So how many is that?
We got that.
How many's left? Just tell me how many's left.
3.
Dun dun dun.
We have 3 more.
3 more. Yeah.
All right. There, I got one of them.
All right. It's back on you, Mr. Jones.
Lou Gehrig.
That wasn't in my radar.
You want to go for the amount for the extra?
Two.
There you go.
Damn.
Mr. Jones.
Fuck.
Fire.
All right, I'm gonna go Babe Ruth. No.
Uh-uh.
Damn.
Pass. Woo.
Fuck.
It's your time to shine, Mr. Jones. I think Mr. Jones caught up.
It's tied right now.
Joe,
Fuckery.
we gonna die.
Fuckery. It's one of my favorite words.
Miss.
Mm,
Get it wrong.
Munson only had 1.
How many we got already? There's
That
2
should be
left, right?
4.
There's 2 left.
2
Yeah.
left. Yeah.
There's one current one, right?
No.
No, I'm
Judge
saying
only
there's-
won 1. There's nobody else on the roster.
No, not currently. Not. I'm saying like in recent history.
Oh.
Yeah, sort of, really, not really, kind of, not really.
Yo, is there a timer on this, man? You want to say something?
Yeah, sure. Here we go. Let's start the clock.
Over here?
Start the clock.
What's going on over here? I gotta
Start
sit
the
here and
clock.
wait.
Yeah.
Wow. Mr. Yankee over here.
Oh shit! I got more than you. Don't even start. I'm talking about the Yankees. This
No,
particular
doesn't matter.
category.
Doesn't matter. You only got one more than me. I
That's
passed
fine.
one time.
All I need is one more.
Oh, well, unfortunately, what time is left? How much is left right now? Because I'm distracted.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
give him like
so-
30. Fuck, I'll give you another
Yeah.
35 seconds. Go ahead.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
Hell
Using
no.
tactics.
Wow.
Playing this game dirty.
Elston Howard.
Let's go.
Jones.
Reggie Jackson.
Mr. Jones. Oh wait, that's it, right? We ended there.
No, I mean, can you give me and can you think of another one?
Oh, I can think of tons, but
But-
I know that they've won individual. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
remember.
So
Like-
he just went and he just
like-
went and they both
like
got it wrong.
like
Yeah, I think that ends the question.
Yeah, that ends it, right?
All right.
we can
Right?
do, one,
I mean,
we
I
can do
feel
one
like
more since it's too much.
All right. You know what?
Right,
It's the
right.
Yankees. I'm
One
feeling
more
generous
each.
today.
One more each. One more each.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Pull one out.
Bill Dickey.
Hey, hell no.
Jones.
All right, now you got me really thinking.
Oh,
Too late.
Wait.
damn.
You gotta wait.
Too late. You done. Phil Rizzuto.
Nope.
No, he has one though.
But for honorable mention, this won't count towards you.
Tony Lazzara.
Nah.
Oh, cool.
I got Maris.
I said Roger.
We said Maris.
Oh,
Oh, so there's still another one though.
yeah. All right. So who I got on here? I got Mantle, Yogi, Joe, Lou Gehrig.
No
I
one.
got Lou, right?
Yeah, I got
You got Lou?
No one said A-Rod.
No one said A-Rod.
He didn't win 2 with the Yankees.
Yes, he
He
did.
did.
Mm-hmm.
He won 2 with the Yankees.
Damn.
2007, 2005.
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna.
I always think of older Yankees, but you're correct. He did.
That's what I was saying. Someone in recent history did it.
They over here trying to help him and shit.
That was nice.
That was nice.
All right, what was the
Five.
score now? What's the score?
Where we at?
It's tied 7-7, gentlemen.
Ooh,
next
lucky
one.
sevens.
Next question. Let's go.
I
So-
came back from
Mhm.
deep in the hole. Though.
Yeah.
That extra bonus helped you.
So, well, here we go. This also has the extra bonus.
Here we go.
This one.
Let's get it.
And this is
Basketball.
Oh.
All right. players with multiple depoys. Defensive player of the years.
And like in history?
In history. So I'll give you the amount of players because I feel like that's fair.
But it starts in like 80, though, right?
Yeah.
1980.
Yeah, around there. Like, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just actually, I think that is the cusp. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 answers.
9.
Okay. And remember the bonus
Do I
counts.
go first this time?
Yes, and the bonus counts if you can name the amount they have that they've won.
Oh, that's gonna be
Okay.
hard.
Sounds cool.
All right.
Start off. Jones, Brian.
Dennis Rodman.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Pretty good.
And
Quantum.
he got. I know he definitely got 2. I don't know if it's 3.
What about that 1 year though?
Yeah, no.
No, we don't know.
I'm gonna say 3. No.
You should have went with your gut, my friend.
2.
He had 2.
Fuck. All right. Well, I
Should have
guess
tossed that one back. We'll,
Oh,
next
sorry,
time.
but you know what? We'll give you half a point. We'll give you a
Oh, you
half
can't
point.
get a half.
Nah, we went to earn
I
that
was
shit.
joking. I was joking. I fucked up.
Yeah.
No, this is not joking. We not joking. This the battle of the Joneses. You in the shelter. You done fucked up.
I'm sorry.
Pull up your pants.
Pull your pants.
Hey yo, ain't nobody got their pants down, dog.
No, man, you just
Oh,
Pull
figuratively.
your pants.
skirt. Shit, whatever.
I got one. I because I just think I know he won 1. I'm not sure if he won 2.
Well, everybody on this list.
I know it's
Supposed to be
multiple.
multiple,
Yeah. Gary Payton.
No,
No,
not multiple.
only 1.
No, sir.
Okay.
My turn.
Yep.
Hakeem.
No.
No. Damn.
Jordan.
No.
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 No, he only got 1.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah, let's just keep this one going. This is good.
Draymond Green.
No.
No.
Oh no.
And listen, I felt like it's a good question because y'all know like most like these are not like whack. You know what I mean? These are all
it's
niggas
good.
I know
It's
y'all
good.
know.
Keep going.
Yeah.
There's a couple of players on that list that's still playing right now. Like,
Oh yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know why you giving them hints, Ant, but sure. I said a couple active.
Hardaway.
No.
Okay, Tim Hardaway.
Defensively, yeah. It's not an award that I really think about, to be honest with you. If it was MVP, I probably would get it. But
Think about the best defensive players you ever, you know,
Uh-huh.
since y'all been
What
watching.
about
basketball.
Shaq?
No.
no,
But you guys are like, I mean, I don't know, should I give them a hint? Like, you guys are like in the range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you guys are in
We'll
the
let you
range
know
of
when we
players.
stop.
Tim Hardaway had a teammate that is on that list.
Look at him dropping fucking
Wow.
Snapple facts.
only because I know who, and because it's in that time period. Bird,
No.
really?
You guys are thinking like MVP players and shit. Well,
Yeah,
besides
I know.
Hardaway, but
Because I know it's like other like I want to say something like
The defensive player of the year? You got us both stumped.
yeah, I'm sorry. I thought
Josh
you were
Smith.
all right. All right. I think you think we should call audible on this one. I'm sorry. I thought this was a good one. I didn't know.
No, it's a good
No,
one
it's a good
because we
one.
don't even remember it.
I mean, do we want to stop it or do we want to keep on going?
I think
Keep going, bro. Like,
Yeah,
think,
keep
think
going.
defensive players, bro.
Yeah,
think
like,
think
I
you're
know,
big
it's
guys.
so-
You're nasty fucks.
You know what's crazy? Remember outside, you was concerned about one player saying that you didn't know him, and look what's happening right now.
Yeah.
You're like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm like, oh,
I'm trying to think of players that
Oh,
I.
I think I got one. Go ahead.
Yeah, that pass. Go.
Kirilenko.
No. What the fuck?
Okay,
I got one.
Think about shot blockers.
Okay, no.
Go ahead, you.
No.
Who?
No. I will give you guys
You
a
got
hint.
one.
No, we will give you guys a hint because let's really think about that. Some of the players on this list are active. There's multiple people on this list that are still playing. If that helps you guys, take that, and that would help you for at least a couple of these answers.
Go, Pops. You said you got one.
Only because I think it was on the same team and it's during the Pippen. No.
Oh,
Jonesy.
Giannis.
Nope. Giannis has one.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2020.
I got a throwback maybe.
I want one of you guys.
I'm trying to figure out throwbacks and now.
I got one throwback maybe. I got two throwbacks maybe.
Okay.
Should we give?
Go for it.
All right.
Mark Eaton.
No.
Should we do another hint?
Moses Malone.
Oh,
Wait.
wait a minute. I know who it is.
Mark Eaton has one.
No,
It's 85.
it is. I know the player.
Mhm.
I just can't remember his name. I know what
Describe
team he's on.
him. We'll give you the name.
What team?
Oh, he's on Minnesota. He got
Okay.
traded. The center.
Currently,
Currently.
what's his ethnicity?
He's French.
Gobert. Right? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding,
There
ding.
you go. You got that.
Do you want to say how much he has to
Oh,
try to get extra point?
He's got 2.
Yes, 3.
I should understand that.
No, because that's the
I know I'm
even.
lying.
That's the even because I messed up with him. Remember?
So Moses Malone, no?
Right? Yeah, no. That's what I see here.
I'm about to give up.
Okay.
All right. I'll give you one.
I got
No, go ahead.
Jabbar.
Now let me get one more then.
Okay.
You want a hint?
We could give you guys
David
hints.
Robinson.
No.
I give up.
You guys want a hint?
Want a hint?
I think you should. Yeah.
Hints?
You want? Yeah.
Just started playing in China.
Oh, you're giving
Oh,
us
Dwight
now?
Howard. Dwight Howard.
Wait, hold on.
There you go.
But it was my question.
Yeah, hold on. Y'all gotta
I'm
relax.
sorry. Don't get that to me.
Okay. So Dwight Howard doesn't work.
Okay.
Wait. Okay.
If you want to give another hint, since he.
So I don't want to give.
One of the buffest fucking big guys in basketball history. Like always fucking like super ripped.
Not Dawkins.
Listen.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, I'm talking about like dude could be a fucking professional wrestler if he wanted to be.
I can't think of that one.
Okay.
Because he
David
has.
Robinson?
No, you said
Nah.
it already.
Dude, I'm talking about has 4.
Okay.
He's super-
Okay. He had. So we're giving specific hints, right? Because I think that's
Why
all
not?
we can do, right?
Why not?
He has a really infamous. I don't know thing he does.
Oh.
When for
I
because
know.
he's
I
a
got one.
decoy.
Oh.
Good.
Well,
Your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I was trying to give it.
Dikembe.
Mutombo is on that list.
You want to do a number?
That's what I was just gonna say.
3.
Yep.
Steal?
Oh, wait, no.
No, steal?
4.
Hey! 1 and 1.
Okay.
Thank you, good. No. Not in my house. Oh, more hints. Sorry. This guy, current, multiple chips, played for one of the greatest coaches in history. Current player. Multiple chips. And wait, who's this is on Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on me.
All right. But the hints for both, so
Right.
Current player, multiple chips.
played for one of the greatest coaches in history. And I feel like I was very generous with that extra one.
Oh, Tim Duncan.
No. You?
It's a current player.
Current.
Oh, current.
I mean,
And he's in the
fish.
league now.
No, but you should be fishing from that, from what he said. Current player. Multiple chips.
Played for more than one team. won chips with 2 different teams,
Wow, super hints.
but has more than.
Like at this point, we might as well just tell.
I don't even
Keep
know.
giving-
Oh, really?
I can't even think.
Oh my god.
I can't. I'm trying to think. We're gonna be like, oh my god.
All right,
Alright, cool,
should
cool.
we do the nickname?
Cool.
His nickname?
Yeah.
No. No, let's go past this question already.
All
I
right.
think we're
Well,
already done.
Who
That's it.
was the last? Who started this question?
I
He
did.
did.
So the next question will be on you.
All right. So did I end it? Did we end it?
Are
So
we
let me
ending
end
it?
this.
Yeah.
Let me see if I get
Well-
this answer, and then we'll end it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's,
Sure.
if it's okay. You want to give
Sure.
a hint? You give a hint.
Hey, this is
I
the
don't
first
know.
time we're
If you
playing
wanna
Jones
give-
versus Jones.
If you
Sure.
want to give it, if you want to give a team or whatever, that's up to you. I don't know. Whatever hint y'all decide.
All right. Well, you just want to give the easy one?
No. Say one of the teams you want to chip with us on.
That would be an easy one though. Like you guys would know instantly.
Pistons.
What?
The Pistons?
No. He's talking about the hints that we were giving him.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck does the Pistons have to do with anything?
What? Who are you talking about now? I'm sorry to fuck things
With
up.
the hints that we were giving him, the player play with a great coach, multiple chips.
Okay.
Pistons has another.
There's
he
more
won
than
off
two,
that.
there's more than one team though.
But he wants to try to get this one. Is what he said.
Okay. Fair enough. Fine.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're feeding him the hints to.
Go ahead. I'm out.
Go ahead. I don't know.
Man, give him a nickname, right? He's the Claw.
Oh, I don't know who it is.
I have no idea.
Oh
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
No
I'm
points,
done.
but
That's cool.
All right, we got to go to the
Kawhi
tiebreaker.
Leonard.
Why?
Play with Popovich.
Yeah.
Got multiple rings.
Yeah, you're right.
Multiple defensive player of the years. Current player.
You got me on that one.
Yeah, so who was the rest on the list?
Sure. So I'm just gonna run through. So we got Rudy, Kawhi Leonard, Dwight Howard, Ben Wallace, Zoe.
Trying to give you the
Alonzo.
fucking big buzz.
Alonzo, yeah.
Zoe, Matumbo, Sidney Moncrief. That's the one he said that nobody would know.
Oh, from Milwaukee.
He has, yeah.
But he's like one of the first.
God,
He's
he
like
has
the
the
first
first
defensive
two-
player of the year, though.
he's the
You know what I
first
mean?
two.
Yeah.
So I felt like, him being
When
the
they used to
first-
play at what's the name of the stadium that they had? The court. If you look at the court, it's painted differently from Milwaukee.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a really. I think they call it the Mecca.
Oh, the M court.
Yeah, it's
Going with the
you
M.
can
They
look it up.
brought that.
You
Yeah,
can
they
look
brought
it
that
up.
back. Now they have the M on their court again. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. Mark Eaton with 2 and
I
Rodman.
said Mark Eaton.
He did say Marquis.
You did?
I said Mark Eaton. I said
He
Mark
has
Eaton.
2 though.
Yeah,
He has
both
2.
said no.
Yes,
Mark
2.
Eaton.
I
I
didn't
said
I don't
Utah.
remember.
You got to give me a point for that.
Give him half a point.
No, that's a
No,
full
give him a point.
No,
He did say
give him a
Marquis.
point.
I
give him
said
a point.
Mark Eaton. If that's 2, man.
Oh no, you're right. Okay.
Give him
Both
a
said
point.
no to me, and I was like, damn.
All right. That swings it though.
Yeah.
So now where are we?
We're at Brian won by 1 point.
With that?
Oh, I thought there was 4 questions.
Yeah, he said it was 4.
There's a
That was
4th
3.
question.
Well, you want to do yours?
We could do the wrestling one.
Okay.
Oh shit, we're doing wrestling.
But this is a single answer, so this only goes for a point and a steal only.
Okay.
All right.
No, I ended. You started now, or do I start? I don't even remember.
No, I started the
Whatever.
last one, though.
Oh, okay.
So now you got to start.
Go ahead.
The Dudley Boys made their WWF/WWE debut in what year?
Oh. 2000. Oh no.
Do we do a takesies backsies?
Is that like you could take it back and get another one?
We'll do it out of love for inaugural Jones versus Jones.
I said 95.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
you were close.
Close with the first one and second
No,
one.
I was gonna say it. Wait a minute. And their debut in WWF, right?
Yes.
Their first time.
Official. No crossover
No.
episode. Their first.
ICW.
No,
Nah.
when they had
Yeah.
their name on the paper for the contract. What year?
I'm saying 99.
Hey!
Bro, that was fire. That was fire.
Last question.
Oh, and I said 2000.
You did, that's what I was like.
Yeah.
One more. You said there's one more question,
No, that was supposed to be the tiebreaker.
That was supposed to be the tiebreaker.
but is there one more?
I do have one in
No,
there.
that's it. You won by 2.
Nah, get the
That's
one
a
more.
single answer question
No.
right there.
Yeah, one more for 3 points. That last
I
one
feel
for
like
3
I
points.
feel like it's.
That's a giveaway for.
Yeah,
Mr.
I
Jones.
feel like it is.
Oh.
You wrote it down, so you feel like it's not. What do you think?
You could do it.
I mean, I feel like it's an easy one. I mean, in my opinion, it may not be because I also thought the defensive player of the year is easy. But all right.
No, 3-point question.
All right.
Either I win by
It's a single-
5
it's
or
a-
you win by 1.
This is one we have
Let's
written
get it.
down.
Let's
We
get it.
weren't gonna
And it's
go
a buzzer.
here.
You got to tap the paper. No.
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 Yeah. Well, we did. So we're going with Mr. Jones.
Yeah. Go ahead. Fuck it. I'm with it.
In 2001, Allen Houston signed a 6-year deal with the Knicks. How much was this contract worth?
Oh, I know it. I think
20 million.
no, like the total for 6 years.
The total
The
not
total
contract.
Not the
What did he sign
not
for?
The yearly shit. The
No.
total contract.
What did he sign for?
It's way more than 20 million.
We're not asking for annual salary.
100 million. It's 6. 125 million.
No.
112.
Ooh, that's all right. So this was harder. Okay.
Right back to you.
120.
128.
Should we end it here?
One more.
All right.
Oh wait, can we get a range? Like, don't.
You guys are in the
You guys
range.
are close.
You guys are in the range.
Oh, okay, go ahead. All right, I think I have one. Go ahead, Dad.
Mm.
117. Go Black.
That'd be funny. No.
Nah. 100.
On the
A
dot.
flat.
He was a $100
$100
million
million
contract.
$100 million
contract.
Wow, damn. So I still won though.
Yeah.
Oh! Shake my
But-
hand.
For the second annual, this will be a little bit more cleaner. We'll be
Nah, this was good.
because
It was
it's a learning experience.
This was good. It was fun.
You
I'm
guys had a
happy.
good time.
Well, again,
I'll edit it up. It'll look pretty. Don't worry
No,
about
but good job, man.
it.
Good job, man.
That was good.
shout
That
out
was
to you,
very good.
Pops,
Word.
for the coming through. It was long overdue. You've called in the most out of anybody in our show, and
Mhm.
now you're here in the
That was
flesh,
good. That was
in
fun.
the physical. Shout out to you. Do you
That
want
was
to give
great.
any shout outs before
Yeah,
we end the
anything you
show?
wanna
Anything
say,
you want to say?
something
You
you
got
wanna
open mic right now. You can talk all that shit. You could be like, fuck this person or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say right now.
Shout out-
news.
It's yours.
Shout out to obviously all my children. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. That's me.
All right. Forget about the other ones.
Well, I mean, I'm with them.
Marino, Crystal, Natalie, and Cassandra.
All
Facts.
love.
Shout out to them. My
You know,
siblings.
your grandmother, my
Mm.
mom, Tata,
Tata.
and obviously my wife Anne Marie, and I got to throw out Sam and Kaylee out there also.
There you go.
Facts.
Love, baby.
All the love, man. That's what's up.
But this was fun.
Thanks, man.
This was
Hopefully
This
fun.
was
there's
amazing. I feel
There'll
like.
be annual ones now moving forward.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, I now gotta come. I gotta come here every year.
I mean,
I gotta rearrange a
You
trip.
come back. You
to
can come back. In the fall when you're supposed to, and we can do this again.
And you kind
Oh, yeah.
and you kind of already have your own segment on our show. Like I play the drops for you when you come in and all that.
So you locked in.
Yeah,
Facts.
this is
So
awesome, man.
again, shout out to everybody that fucks with us, the Jones Hour. Make sure you hit that like, follow, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. We live every Sunday, IG and YouTube. And if you missed our IG or YouTube, you could check the streaming on Google, Amazon, Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio.
At the Jones Hour, Kush_Talk_radio, man. And y'all already know.
And that Acid, that production.
That's new. That's why I forgot it.
And Ozone Jones.
That's word. And y'all already know. We said it, and we said it before. Stay tuned. We got some things coming for y'all.
Next week. You
Really
already
excited, man.
appreciate y'all.
Jones
All
Hour.
right. Peace.
Fire. Shout out everybody.